Blah. Hello. Oh happy. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Father. How you doing? How you doing? Hello. Tired. It's like I was gonna say pretty early. How are you guys doing? How you doing today? How you doing today? Sorry for being a few minutes late. I was fiddling with my model a lot. I still don't think, like, is it like, it is tilted. What the heck? I've been like trying to like reorganize everything. After like the meet and greet and stuff. They had me like rotate my model to the side because we had like tech issues. So I was just like, am I tilted? And then I adjusted it, but then as I started to stream, I was like, wait a minute. I think now I'm tilted. There we go. There we go. Yeah, good morning, Team 5. Did you treat yourself yesterday for coming second? I got pizza. So I guess so, yeah. I'm gonna turn my AC on. Pretty warm in here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I came second place in the Mario Kart tournament. It was so cool. I did better this year. Somehow. By some miracle. I still can't believe it, really. Like, it still feels weird. Second place. Like, I think the fact I didn't realize that was the last set of races made it even, like, more... I don't know if jarring is the right word. Caught me off guard a bit, I suppose, because I thought there was another round. So the fact that I did that well in what was actually the last round and I didn't even realize it fully at the time was like, you know? Yeah, the time for thumbs. Unfortunately, you no longer have enough of your own to make enough for the week. What? Oh, thumbnails! I was like, my thumbs on my hands? I'm too eepy still. That confused me for a second. Okay, I got that. Wink. Good morning, Rebbi. Good morning. Good job on Mario Kart yesterday. Thank you. I'm still really surprised. Well, I made so many mistakes. I was so nervous. I could not drive at my best. I rammed into the side of the walls a few times, and I accidentally let go of items when I wasn't supposed to, and you know. And my drift would get messed up. I was so nervous. I'm still surprised that I did as well as I did. But thank you guys for being there to cheer me on. It's like and organized in Discord servers. So I did it one way. I turned on. I made sure that I used like OBS, and OBS has like this virtual camera feature. So I turned that on. And I had like the correct screen resolution, the right scene and everything selected. I had a background and I had my logo all ready to go. You know, I had all of that ready. I'm partially tempted to like show off what that looks. Can I like show off what that scene looks like on my side? It might be weird. Maybe I should not actually. You know what? Actually, that might mess with the stream in some ways. Maybe I should not. But I do have a scene in my OBS for vertical content, so, you know, it's what I would use for shorts, but I went ahead and used it for like this. But for some reason, it wasn't showing my background, it wasn't showing my logo, and it also wasn't showing the verticalness. Like, pretty much everything set up in my OBS was not connecting to Discord for some reason, except my model. My model showed up okay, just not everything else. And we didn't really know how to fix it. So we just kind of made do. So I did my meet and greet in the black void of nothingness.
For big peepee hobble. That's me.
Probable guilt tax for missing the tournament yesterday. But I'm happy and proud that you won. Great work, Rebbi.
Thank You probably no, don't feel guilt at all. You know, I know like there were even people at the convention who told me they weren't able to keep up with the tournament because they had like the con going on. You know, sometimes you got stuff going on, and that's okay. But I'm so happy though that like everyone was cheering me on. Even if you weren't there, you would probably cheer me on in spirit, and that means a lot. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Rebbi. Hi, Doko. You should have come on top next year. I feel like there's so much pressure for me to like come in first place next year now. What if I don't? What if I don't and I disappoint people? I came in with low expectations this time. I really wasn't expecting to do better. Eepy Rebbi is adorable. Yeah, I'm just a little bit eepy. Like, I'm a morning person. I do pretty well with the morning and stuff. But I don't know, sometimes I feel like I get good sleep, but I still wake up and I'm kind of eepy. Just a little bit. Yeah, I thought I would, like, sleep really hard tonight. Because, yesterday night, before the tournament, I, like, woke up a little bit earlier than I usually do, like an hour or two earlier than I normally do, and I just felt like nauseated, and I'm just like, what the heck? I think something I ate must have not agreed with me or something, but normally that comes in the form of like tummy troubles. Like, I mean, I guess nausea is tummy troubles, but normally it's more like that uncomfortable, you're gonna have bad poops later feeling, you know? Or this time it was just nausea, and I'm like, why am I nauseous? I don't want to puke. I haven't puked in so long. So I just like spent an hour fighting it until I went back to sleep, and then I woke up later and it was gone, and I was just like, well, that was weird. Yeah. I posted a photo I got in your general tag. Who wants to see Rebbi in the black void? Oh yeah! Oh, I should check that. You know, it's funny is I remember to check my art tag yesterday when I made my schedule and stuff. I did not check my general tag though. I want to check that and retweet. Yeah. Thank you for posting it. Thank you for getting a photo with me. Well, if you don't come in first next year, we won't really care and we'll love you just as much anyway. How about that? This is true. You guys probably aren't gonna magically suddenly start hating me if I don't come in first place next year. I was up against a lot of competition. Like, I really thought Meavy was gonna beat me again this year. I remember Meavy and Mocha, I guess not Mocha, Mocha, wink, Mocha with a different face beat me last year. So I was expecting them to be like, okay, yeah, they're in the finals with me. They're gonna be like crazy cracked. Because Meavy got the first place last year. And that was when she was drunk too. Like I was, like, how do you drive that well? And she ended up doing it. So I thought like, did the pizza usually have pickles? No, most pizza does not have pickles. That's very rare. But yeah. So I thought that Meavy was going to be like, you know, well, I feel like I didn't see Meavy very much, or Mocha in the final. I feel like I saw Tonya and Voka the most, like as like a threat to me. There was that one time in the Animal Crossing map where Mocha was in front of me, and I beat the crap out of her with my items, and overtook first place. But I think that's the only time I really saw Mocha, so I guess even if you're really good, anything can happen, you know? And I consider them better than me, so I don't know. And I feel like I didn't even really do that good. I came in first on 2 races out of 6. I came in like 7th and 8th on some of those races. That's not very good. I still don't know how I got 2nd place. How did that happen? Yeah, I'll magically start hating you if you don't come in first next year to give you something to strive for. No! Don't do that! I'm not that good at Mario Kart! I don't think I can carry those expectations with me. Morning, Miss Rebbi. Reebok Rompin! What? Reebok? And good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah. Yeah. I'm so eepy. It's nice to have some eepy mornings with Frobos sometimes, though. It kind of feels more intimate in a way. Is that weird to say? Well, it kind of just feels like that. I always try to have that same energy all the time, so like having a different energy is kind of nice sometimes. Did you guys miss having member streams with me? I mean, I guess it hasn't really been any longer than usual since we did do one last week, so... I took a break last week, but it did not get in the way of the member stream, so I guess it really hasn't been a break from the member streams at all. It just gets weirder. Oh, Rebecca Reebok Rompin. What is my name turning into? Wow. Mocha was in a back and forth with Mitty nearly every race. Oh yeah, I thought Mitty was gonna be up there with me too. I thought so many people were gonna be like beating the crap out of me. And some of those races I did get the crap beaten out of me, so like that did happen, but then I don't know. I'm very surprised by that Boo Lake one. If you guys saw the Boo Lake race, I was in first and like nothing touched me the entire time, and I was just like, ow. Why am I up here? Huh? Bravo's been 7 seconds, no Rebbi Rompin. I'm here, it's okay. I'm here. And I'm gonna be here a lot this week, so we have a full schedule. You've got a lot going on in your schedule this week. Yeah, this week is a Hollow Knight week. It's Silk Song release week. So, the next couple of days, I wanna play the original Hollow Knight. I wanna binge as much as I can. Although, I think I'll probably finally get my Switch 2 set up today, because I wanna play it on there. I think even just for normal Hollow Knight. Because I was playing it yesterday, last night, after the Mario Kart, and I was just practicing some bosses. And I swear that issue with my Joy-Con is just getting worse, because it happened so many times when I was trying to fight some of the bosses. Like I was using like that boss replay feature, you know. I was doing that. Just trying to get like better scores on the bosses. Which I will say, I beat one of the harder bosses on Ascended. I don't want to say spoilers for anyone. Oh god, I want to tell you what boss it is without spoiling it. How do I do that? There might be people here who maybe want to play it themselves. Okay, I'm trying to think how to say what this boss is without saying what it is. Difficult DLC boss. Not from God Home. Does that tell you? There's a few DLC bosses. A lot of them are in God Home. This one is not specifically God Home. Very hard. Is it a bug? There are bugs! You know, the man, the guy, the dude, hard, lots of fire. Fire! Yeah, that's my hint. There you go. It's, you know. Do you know who I'm talking about? Well, if you guys don't know Hollow Knight, you might not know who I'm talking about at all. A fire guy? Really hard. DLC. Him is a guy. It is a guy. It is a male character. Yeah, where is a hard dude destroyer? Why would you say it like that? It sounds weird. You know. It's that one. I beat him on Ascended, and it's actually weirdly easy. I think I got like, really good at some of the harder fights that now when I go to him, even though it's not his harder version, he does have a harder version, which some people consider it to be the hardest boss in the game. Yeah, there's 2 bosses that people consider to be the hardest in the game. There's like the final boss, and then there's this guy, right? right? And depending on who you ask, they may say either final boss or this guy. And I will say it's not the version of that guy that people consider the hardest, but it is that guy. It's that guy. I beat it on Ascender. The guy can barely land a hit on me. I felt really cool. I wish I'd been streaming it. I didn't realize how easy it was gonna be. Like, I just needed, like, I did a few rounds and I, like remembered what his attack patterns are because I needed to, like, relearn. It's been so long and I was like, okay, I got this. And then he couldn't even touch me. I was trying to do him on Radiant yesterday, too. I got to his second stagger a few times, which is really good. Really good. I haven't done it yet, but I've gotten to his second stagger a couple of times. I can almost consistently get to his first stagger on Radiant. But he's got this one attack that he does at quarters of his health that is really hard to avoid, and I'm trying to practice that attack because that's the one that gets me. If his basic attacks don't get me, which they don't most of the time because I'm pretty good at reading his attacks now, then it's gonna be that one. And he does it at every quarter of his HP. So I'm just here like, stop that! Baby Rompin, beat her really hard, guys. That sounds weird! Time for my Monday morning ritual to make thumbnails alongside watching Rebbi. It's become habit and I love it. Wait, really? You make your thumbnails when I do? That makes me feel special. Yeah. I tried to watch your Discord stream in my hotel room, but it was lagging so bad on my phone that I couldn't. I'm sorry about that. Well, at least you might be able to watch me play. I'll be starting a file from scratch tomorrow. Yeah, I would do it today, but there's something else I have to do today. Yeah. I actually have some stuff tomorrow too. It's tomorrow, our stream is starting at a slightly different time than normal. A couple hours past our normal time. And that's because I have a meeting with somebody, and I'm very excited. I can't give a lot of details, but I'm very excited for the meeting. I'm hoping it goes well. It's a very big meeting. That's all I'll say. Very important, very big. So our stream tomorrow is starting a couple hours later than usual. But I will be playing Hollow Knight for several hours tomorrow. I want to get it done, like get as much done as I can. And it's gonna be so weird because I'm so what was I gonna say? I'm so used to having all the upgrades and stuff that, like, I'll be going back to having nothing. And I do wonder if that's gonna throw me off with the boss fights. Because I don't know, I'll have to get used to having just the basic abilities again. But I do know the bosses very well. I do know the starting bosses fairly well. So, you know, I've beaten some of them on Radiant before. So I think I'll be okay. But that is with, like, upgrades and stuff that you don't normally have when you first fight them, so... I'll just see. What thumbnail making collab stream? I don't know. That might make it hard for me to focus. Yeah. Good luck with it. Thank you. I'm very, very excited. Yeah, business frog. Yeah. I was like sending emails and networking, and I got a meeting. It's cool. Okay. First thing I want to do before we start making thumbnails, though, I was making an asset before stream was starting. And so I can probably do this on stream. No, I'll just do it off stream. I'll just do it real quick. I was getting an asset made that I thought might be good for the Hollow Knight thumbnails. And that's why I was a little bit late to start. Sorry about that. Because I was trying to get it done before we started, but I wasn't quite able to. So, alright, let me do this real quick, and then I'll pull up Vita to where you guys can see it. I'm not good at yapping while I do things, especially when I'm eepy. Man, which Hollow Knight stream, which streamer this week are you guys most looking forward to? Oh man, the variety of this week, it's so crazy, Yomi, are you gonna play Silk Song? It's coming out soon. Really soon. I'm looking forward to it. That's why it's Hollow Knight binge week. Okay, I'm done with that. There we go. That was very, 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 very easy. Okay. Let me just... Okay, there we go. Alright, I'm gonna open a new file. Okay, yeah, so this week we have 2 normal Hollow Knight streams, and then we have 3 Silk Song streams. And I don't know if we're going to be able to beat Hollow Knight within 2 streams. I don't know, maybe I can just like gun for it. We definitely won't be fighting all bosses within 2 streams. Well, I'll be totally honest, even on my file that I have beaten the game on, I have not fought all of the bosses. There's one boss, watch it. Is that a spoiler? There's one boss that like, you can only meet them if you do this really hard thing that I have just not been able to do or get through, so I haven't met them. And then there's another boss that I haven't beaten, but that's just because I'm too lazy to go back and fight him. I tried to fight him once and I was like, I'll try again later, and then I just never went back. So it kind of depends on... Yeah, but the other ones, like, I can't even reach them. It's really hard. I've tried. I can get like halfway through the thing you're supposed to do. At least halfway, I'd like to think. I don't know how long it is. Maybe I'm actually making it through most of it. I'm not sure. But I've not been able to actually, I've never actually seen that boss in game because I can't reach them. So yeah, we probably can't like 100%, but maybe we can at least get through the story because Silk Song takes place after, I think, and it'd be nice to see all the lore and stuff before we go in. I will, but I think I'm way deeply in Cyberpunk and I don't want to do another long form game side by side. No, that's a good idea. Having too many long form games all at once kind of makes it so like you just go on weeks and weeks and weeks. I went to Twitter to go look at my schedule and I immediately saw a Yobi short. You can go like weeks without having anything else you're doing. Yeah. So we'll get as much done within 2 days as we can. And then yeah, and then we're moving on to Silk Song. I'm very, very excited. I honestly wanted to play Silk Song on Saturday too. But that's the day that Vexpo stuff is going on. And I didn't want to try, like I think like all the things I'm doing with Vexpo are that day. And I didn't want to try to like do a stream in between and like risk messing it up. So, let me get some assets here. Can I just get one of just the night with a transparent background? This would be nice. Okay, I found it, yeah. How night? The night? Cool. Okay, I have that. This is actually perfect. And then I just need one. Actually, is there like a Hollow Knight press kit? I wonder. Yeah, there is. There is a Hollow Knight press kit. Okay, I was thinking there probably would be. But to be honest, I don't like any of these products. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of a lot of these photos. There's like maybe one here that could be used. Might be good. I guess I'll take it. Okay. I really want just like a background though. Maybe I can look up Hollow Knight backgrounds. And and then I'll find it. I gotta find one that's not. Definitely one that's not a spoiler, and then one that's not somebody's art. This one might work. Okay. Cool. Alrighty. I got some stuff. Okay, cool. Now I think we can go ahead and get started. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Where is it in here? Krita. Yeah! Krita! Here we go. Time for the Krita flashbang. It's time. It's time. Bubbles, are you ready? We're making the thumbnails for this week. We need 2 Hollow Knight and 3 Silksong. Yeah. How's the weather been for you, Rebbi? It's been okay. Not really a lot going on, you know? Decisions. I'll take the Hollow Knight, I guess. Most looking forward to Hollow Knight, but day 3. Yeah! Yeah, Silksong release! I'm so excited! Yeah! Hi, Patrick! Hi, Cal. Hi, Rebbi. Congrats again for the 2nd place in the race yesterday! Thank you! Thank you! We were just talking about that a little bit ago. And, well, pretty much everything I have to say about it is like the same stuff I keep saying over and over and over. It's like, I still can't believe that it happened. I didn't think it was gonna happen. And now I'm just like, yeah! Okay. Okay, so we started with the Hollow Knight swim, the Hollow Knight thumbnail. Let me go ahead and get the background that I found. This is one that I found that I think might be really nice. I think it's a part of a cutscene. Let me just like make it a bit smaller here. Yeah, like the city of tears. I thought like this could look really nice. If I could just like kind of angle it a bit. Maybe like that. Maybe. I'm trying to think. The best way to have this. Okay, maybe like right there. Maybe we could like put like my character over here. Yeah. I think my favorite part of Hollow Knight is the part where he is a bug. He is a bug the whole time. That's the joke. Yeah, I like that they're all bugs. I like games that have they're like tiny people, right, in the story. Like anything that's set in like for characters that are tiny. I love that. So I love that they're bugs because they're like little characters in this big grand world, and it's really cool. And like I especially like it because like they could have gone a lot of different directions with like what sort of setting and characters to have with the story, right? The story does not actually revolve around too much around like them being bugs. It's more like just like the setting. So you could take that same story and like have like so many different like character ideas for it, right? But they went with bugs, and I really like that, and I feel like it really works. It works really well. Everything is very tied together and like well crafted in this game. It's really good. It's one of my favorites. I'm really excited for Silksong. Okay, let me get this photo of the knight that I got. Cool. It is a little small, but it is okay. I'm ready. I can make him a bit bigger here. Okay, and then here's my idea. Perfect. Yeah! It's perfect! Yeah! Needs more stick bug though. Maybe there'll be a stick bug in Silk Song. I really hope they do. Yeah, I don't think there's any stick bugs in Hollow Knight, the base game. Yeah. Hollow Knight is actually a documentary about my life, constantly fighting the bugs that find their way into my house. And I do feel like the background needs something though. It's a good base idea, but I feel like it needs something more. It doesn't look good enough right now. It needs something. It feels a little too slapped together. It needs something that really makes it feel more like a thumbnail. We could maybe adjust the background some. Or maybe we could like zoom in. Maybe. Or I did have this other background. Other background that we could maybe use. It's like art rather than a screenshot from the game. It's art. And it might work better, maybe. It might work better. This is another idea. Perhaps. But then I feel like this background is so detailed. Like your eyes are constantly drawn over here rather than like what's the focal point here. And then this feels too slapped together. I'm not entirely sure. What if I make this smaller? Okay, wait, I have another idea. What if we move the Hollow Knight to the more like, move the knight over here in the middle? Maybe we could even like give him a bit more of like an actiony tilt here. And then maybe we can have like two different backgrounds, one on one side and one on the other. That might work. That would give the knight like the focus on him that I'm looking for, while having like something different in the backgrounds, like something here and then something here maybe. Yeah, what if we put a hollow right in the middle and a PNG of the night? I have a PNG of the night. It's right there. Yeah. Well, we gotta go play Hollow Knight. Yeah, I'm excited. Do you like Bug Fables Rebbi? I haven't played it, but I've heard it's very good. It's like a mix of like it's like Bug Paper Mario. And I wanna play it. Yeah, I think most games I want to play, I'll try to wait till I'm on the Tio channel, which is like kind of, I know it's this really awkward waiting period. Honestly, for Hollow Knight, I would have played that on the other channel too, but now that Silk Song's coming out, I don't want to be spoiled if I don't play it immediately, so like we kind of just have to like play it. But, you know? Have it like this actiony to the left and right, adding speed lines or something. Maybe. Maybe. I think what it needs. We have something on the left, something on the right. Maybe like a split down the middle behind the knight. Like the knight is the split. And then maybe we can adjust with like the colors and stuff to make it look like cool and epic. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, what if we have just the horns popping out? Would that look okay? I don't know. I don't know what you mean by that exactly. Do Fabos get a hollow costume too? $5. I'm not sure how I would do that. Cause it's more the knight with the Rebbi wings slapped on rather than like Rebbi wearing a Hollow Knight costume. And I do not have a Frubble asset prepared for that. I like speedily put this together, the Rebbi hair asset right before the stream started, and that's why I was a little bit late. Cause it takes a little bit to like hide everything else to get like a screenshot of just a particular part of your model like that. So like if I stopped to get anything else, I definitely would have been late to the stream. I technically was a few minutes late already. Yeah, hi Oranges, hi! How you doing? So I don't know if I can add Frubbles into it. But I do think if we could maybe get one more background, that would maybe be kind of a background. See if we can get one. I would like something like it's got something, but not too much going on. Maybe this one. I don't know what we're gonna do for the thumbnail for the second one, because we're gonna make another one too. Okay, but I do have an idea here. Hollow Knight. It's so small. Well, we can maybe make it work. Okay, so this is like the base idea. And then I also want, okay, we're gonna need like a line going through, I think, behind everything. My only issue is it kind of blends in with the night because it's black. What other color would I use? Maybe I'll put like an outline around the night, maybe. Or maybe we don't even need a line. Maybe we can just diagonally cut the background here. That looks pretty clean. So far, like this is looking really, really good. Let me try one more time if I can get it slightly cleaner. Yeah, there we go. What do you think so far? So far, it looks really good. I think my only concern is it does kind of look a little bit like... I know it's got like the Rebbi hair on it, but it does kind of look like your average Hollow Knight thumbnail. It does look more like a thumbnail than what we had previously though, so this is the best we've had so far. It does look really good. Yeah, doing well, that's good! Yeah, I'm glad you're having a good morning, or maybe a good like evening or afternoon or something. I don't know where you live. Yeah, maybe it was a Minneapolis. She couldn't care less about us. No! I did stay in bed maybe a little later than I should have, but I'm here. I care about Bubbles a lot. Yeah. Yeah, looks great. Yeah, doesn't it? You know one thing, I do have one idea. Maybe. What if we had an outline on like that one background? And what if we make it white? I just want to see like what does this look like? Does that look better? Let's see, without or with? Without or with? It's mostly behind the characters, so it's not like a huge addition, but what do you guys think? Do you like it with it or without? It's like you're crossing from one comic book panel to the next. It does kind of look like that, yeah. Yeah, this is the idea I had originally with like a black line behind. I think it does look better with white. Now just I might even make it like a little bit thicker. Not too thick, but just a little bit thicker. With or without? Maybe with? I like with the line. Yeah, the black line blending in with your body. Yeah, the black blends in. The white one doesn't blend in so much, so I do think white is pretty good. Yeah, I think I kind of like it. Yeah, I kind of like it. I kind of like it. Alright, is there anything else you want to do? Oh, I actually kind of wonder if maybe we could add bubbles to the background. I wonder if we could. I like the idea of adding them and making them look like they're like part of the background. So maybe like throw some of like the bluish shade from the right picture over a bubble to make it look like it's really there. And then also maybe, I don't know how to do the green mist effect of the right scene as well. But like, maybe we could. That looks pretty solid so far. I just feel like, is there more we could do to make it look like a Rebbi thumbnail? That's my one thing. Cause it looks so much like just your usual like gaming commentary thumbnail or something. Let me see. I'm gonna look for some inspiration on YouTube. For people who I know have played it. I mean, I see some other thumbnails here. Yeah, they don't do much else. I'm looking at Koseki Bizu's like Hollow Knight thumbnails. and she usually just uses like themed fan art for it. That would be cool, but I don't really have themed Hollow Knight fan art. So I think something like this is probably the closest we're going to get. Maybe like if it was like smaller, what would this look like on the channel? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? What do you think of this thumbnail? Choo-choo! The train has an opinion. I can't quite decipher it, but there's an opinion in there. The award-winning critical darling sequential art graphic novel. Yo, maybe Rompin graphic novel would be cool. I guess maybe it'd be better if it was a Chia one. Yeah. Choo choo. I feel like it's good, but like I wish it felt a bit more like a Rebbi song now. Maybe we need some more lighting adjustment. Not sure. I'm not good at making decisions. I'm just trying to think like what else can I do to make it feel like a Rebbi thumbnail, because it looks so much like just like a gaming thumbnail. But you know, this also might just be I'm not used to having thumbnails where I'm like not in it. Like technically like this has something of Rebbi's in it, but I'm not in it myself, and there's no like fan art or anything. So maybe it only feels that way because I'm not used to it very much yet. I think the lighting adjustments are fine. Maybe we should see about adding Frobbles into it. Okay, I'm going to get a Frobble and we're going to see if we can fit Frobble into it. Maybe that Frobble. I don't like the idea of using this one too. Yeah. Frobble life bar. I like that idea. I don't know if I could like draw that though. Wait, what does the life bar look like exactly? We need like a photo of it. Yeah, just get like a photo. Maybe? Maybe we can make it work. I could either draw it myself or I found this picture. Okay, I'm gonna hide this rubber for now. How do I do it with? I found this picture that has the health bar in it. Maybe we can use that for like the rest of it. Let me get it. It would require me to cut out the health bar. But we can see here what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Okay. I'm going to erase most of this. Luckily for us, we're just cutting out like a very small segment. So we don't need most of it. Although there is a lot to like cut around here. Oofa. And I hate cutting things out. It's my least favorite. Oh, I don't like the glowing effect that's around it. So we could either cut this out or we could use this as reference. but I don't really enjoy drawing stuff much either, so kinda tough. I guess let's try cutting it out first. If that doesn't look good, we can try to draw it. And I might use this in the next thumbnail too. The next thumbnail. I think I might just like swap out like the background or something and like keep it looking mostly the same. Perhaps. Oopsie. Oh, that brings so much back. Oh. Hi, Sixia. Hi, saying hi from work. Hello. How's work going for you today? Are you having a good work day? We're making Hollow Knight thumbnails. We had an idea that we're exploring. So now we're exploring it. Bravo boss would seem intimidating, but his entire life bar would be wiped out in a single pop. Whoa, could you imagine like a boss that's super hard and all you have to do is land one hit? Specifically in Hollow Knight, because I can think of one boss that's like that in a different game. But we don't have one like that in Hollow Knight. That'd be really interesting. The entire battle is just landing one hit on them. Very careful. Very careful. Cutting it out's not too bad, actually. Fairly easy. I think the background being kind of dark here also helps. Like, I don't need to be perfect with it. It helps a lot. Little health dots always make me think of the Alienware logo. They do kind of look like little aliens. This is true. Okay. I just need to cut out right around here. Make it look like it's part of the screenshot. Maybe I also could have looked up just a photo of the health bar itself. Like maybe I could have gotten like a UI screenshot. Is that common for games, I wonder? You can just get screenshots of the UI. Maybe it depends on the game. Because I have seen some people do like edits with like the Ocarina of Time UI. I like, for example, like that's one I know right off the top of my head. I have seen like photo edits of. People make like funny meme photos and they use like the Ocarina of Time UI. Okay, I mean this is looking pretty good. Pretty good. Let me cut out some more. Okay. Someone has like me with the asset. Yeah, maybe. Okay. So, what we're gonna do here, so I'm gonna take this rubber. And then, I'm going to, duplicate. we're gonna have a bunch of little duplicates. Although, the bubbles have to be pretty big here because they're a different shape. They're a different shape from the usual house, which is a bit more angular. Okay. And then I had this idea for this original big one here. Make it a little bit bigger actually. Maybe we could like cut some of it to make it look like it's more of a sphere, like it fits over this perfectly. Maybe, should we try that? Or maybe it looks best just as it is. Maybe we should just leave it as is actually. Wait, that idea actually does look pretty good. It looks pretty good actually. I love the Frobos. Yeah, the Frobo house bar. I love that idea. I wasn't sure what it would look like at first, but like now that I'm looking at it, it looks pretty good. I feel like people will appreciate that little extra nod there. We might not even need the concerned Frobble actually, because I feel like having that there does make it feel more Rebbi, like there's something else here. It looks great! Yeah! It looks so good! Yeah! My thought was that to get progressively more distressed, but the derpy is great. I feel like this is probably, maybe a little better because like the actual health bar doesn't really change across the different like healths and stuff. So this looks like just like a Frobble version of the health bar as it is. It's really nice. Yeah, I like this. I feel like this feels more Rebbi. This feels more us. It's a pretty creative idea. Which Frobble was it that suggested it again? That was a really good idea. I can't take credit for it. It was one of the Frobble's ideas. Let me look. I want to say thank you. Oh yeah, Brass came up with it. Yeah, thanks, Brass. Yeah, wait, did you say it too? Did you say it too? There might be a few people that suggested it. I know Brass said it. You might have said it too. I wasn't me, but I'll take credit for me. It wasn't you. No, I'm stealing Valor. You guys are trying to take the credit? No! But I really like this though. I think we can go ahead and say that this will be our first Hollow Knight thumbnail. Hollow Knight. Yatta! Okay, cool. Yeah! And then, now we just need another Hollow Knight thumbnail. And I was thinking maybe we could use the same idea, but just like change out the backgrounds to be different scenes. Like that could work maybe? Maybe the credit, as in the credit card information? Well, alright, here you go, Rebbi. Hands over a credit card. I think if somebody actually gave me their credit card, I would be way too scared to actually use it to buy something, because it's not mine. Yeah, good suggestion, Brass. Yeah, thanks for the idea, Brass. It was really good. Okay. Yeah, so then I guess let's just look for some more Hollow Knight backgrounds. I want something. It would be cool if it could be like late game areas, but nothing spoilery. If I could just find something like that. There's a lot of fan art here. I don't want fan art. You know, maybe something from Crystal Peak might look good. That's not really a late game area, but Crystal Peak might look good. That's late game, but I don't want that in my thumbnail. Not exactly. I would love something from Ancient Basin. That might look really good. Ancient Basin or the Black Egg Temple might be good. I'm starting to get to so much fan art now. I'm not seeing a lot of actual backgrounds. What area is it? Oh, it's a mod. Okay, I was like, no wonder I don't recognize that area. What the heck? What the heck? Okay. Oh, there's this one. This one could be great. Okay, I got one background. We just need, whoops, I'm not gonna click that. We just need one more. I would love something from Ancient Basin. Ancient Basin would be amazing. Yeah, I'm not finding very much. I just need one more background. So much of this is fan art! I don't want fan art! Just when Slick Song comes out, I really hope people will provide more assets and stuff for me to use. That would be nice. That would be really cool because I'm struggling to find stuff here. Maybe I could use this one. What area is it? Green South. What area is this? I don't recognize that. If I don't recognize it, maybe I shouldn't use it. Sorry, this is taking a minute. Now I'm back up at the top, but I haven't found much. Yeah. I did find one that could maybe be good, but I don't recognize the background. Like, it sort of looks like Green Path or like Queen's Gardens. Maybe, but I don't recognize what's in the background of it. Maybe we could use this one. Yeah, maybe we could use this one. Okay. Okay, I think I found something. Sorry about the wait. That took me a minute. I was just like shopping through a bunch of backgrounds. You guys are just listening to me musing about it. Okay, there we go. So, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of these. Oh. And now you can see it. Oh yeah, I didn't cut that out. You know what? I might fix that first. There's like a big chunk right here that I didn't cut out. Yeah, there we go. There we go. It doesn't need to be perfect. But let me go ahead and save. Yeah, save over that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, like there's some spots here that I missed. Unless it's visible in the next couple of screenshots though, I'm probably not gonna cut that out. It doesn't need to be perfect if it's not super visible. Okay, so first I found this background. And then I also found Oops, I spelled Hollow Knight so horribly wrong. And then I also found this one. Okay, I think these two together would work really well. Let me go ahead and shrink this down. This one I might want to have on this side. Well, it has the night in it. But it also has like game UI in it. So if I put it on this side, we won't see too much of the UI. So it might be better. I wanted to have it on the other side because having another vegetative area on the same side as the last one was like, okay, I wish we could have something a little bit different. But it's whatever. I don't want the game UI in it. Cool. And then we also have this one. If I put this under here, and then we cut through this one. Maybe like right here? What is this thing? What is this thing? The fly was juicy! What the heck? No! Okay, and then we can add the white stroke to it. And it was 18 pixels, and then here. What do you guys think? What do you think? Maybe can I adjust the placement of this one just a little bit? Maybe I'll just like the size. Maybe like right there, maybe. Just like the Hollow Knight's leg kind of blends into the platform a little bit, but other than that, I think it looks really good. Hand over my maxed out credit card. Get yourself something nice, Rebbi. Well, if it's maxed out, doesn't that mean I can't buy anything else with it? I've never had a maxed out credit card. I actually don't know. That's what that means, right? Pay off your credit card, bruh. Nah, I have my own credit card, but every time I use it to buy something, I pay it off very fast. Yeah, every day it flies too. No, I don't. I don't eat bugs. No. Ew. And a fly in it. Ew. Wait, I missed that first message. No. Ew. It's got all the monies. Does it? Does it? Something about this one I don't think looks as nice as the other one. I think it's the Dreamscape background. I'm not sure. I think it's the Dreamscape background now. What about right here? Wait, I actually think I like that a little bit better. At least the legs not blending in with it anymore. What do you guys think of this being the second Hollow Knight thumbnail? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Yeah? Man, I'm just thinking though, when we get to the Silk Song ones, that's gonna be hard because like I can find assets for it online, but I don't know what's gonna be like starting areas and like how we're gonna progress, and they're gonna be so mismatched. It's gonna be like making the Oblivion thumbnails. I don't know what we're gonna be doing this episode. We're just gonna have to figure it out. Looking good. Yeah, I do think this looks pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. I like this one. This feels more late game too compared to the other ones. Okay, so I'll just save this as Hollow Knight 2. Ta-da! Wait a minute. Wait a minute, there's one problem with it. The UI for the health bar got kind of hidden. There we go. Okay, yeah, I do want to clean this up a bit more now. Let's get the right brush size here. There we go. Let me cut a little bit here too. There we go. Yeah, that's what we need. Alrighty. Alright, I think we got our 2 Hollow Knight thumbnails done. They're so cool. Ah! You put your hair on the MC like this, but use backgrounds from Hollow Knight. I think people are gonna realize that. They're gonna notice. It's not gonna be like a Fate playthrough. Oh, we should play more Fate. That's another game we can play while we're waiting for the Chio transition. Yeah, I've been trying to like figure out what games we can play. And I've thought of VSMP for sure. Maybe we could bring Oblivion back, because that's another one that we were playing, and I'm quite far into the game now. At least I think so. So, you know, having to start again to play on Chio would be kind of eh. You know? So maybe we could bring Oblivion back. We could play more Fate. Right? And of course we're gonna have Hollow Knight as well. Hollow Knight and Silksong, which we've been playing that for a good bit. Yeah. Oblivion returns! Did someone say Chio Chompy? I love her. I did! Yeah, she'll be making her return in around the end of the year. I don't know. That's what I'm expecting, but of course things can change, so just gotta be patient and we'll figure out when everything is happening. Yeah, right now the artist is set to start on the model art mid-October. So that's when they're going to start on it. Then they're going to draw it, and then I need to send it to a rigger, and then the rigger has to work on it. And then I guess then it just depends on if I'm waiting on anything else. Yeah, but around the end of the year / beginning of next year is when I'm expecting for it to happen. But yeah, there can always be delays, and there can be like stuff that happens, so we'll be in a little bit of patience, but yeah. Cheesy Chompo, never heard of it. Cheesy Chompo! Yeah! I miss Chio, she's been gone for 500 years. It's been 10 million bajillion gazillion years. I'm really excited to have her back. I just hope everyone will be patient. Sometimes when I get questions about when she's coming back and what the plan is, I get kind of nervous. Because I'm worried people will like see, like, let's say a month from now that she's not back yet, and they're like, Rebbi did this fundraiser to raise all this money to bring Chio back, and look, a month later, 2 months later, no Chio. It was a scam! Cancel her! That's why I tried to be like super upfront that about like the plan and stuff, but I still worry about it. I still worry about that happening. Cause not everybody read like the plans and stuff. Yeah. Not everybody read about it. So, oh, you mean the Chelsea jumping shit? Chelsea jumping! Everyone asks where is Chio, but no one asks how is Chio. This is true. Oh, we can also do more VR chat streams too. I haven't done VR chat streams in a little while. I think that would be really fun too. Yeah. I hope Chio 2.0 is very head-patable still. Imagine if I like whip her out and she's just like a giant like 6 foot tall mommy with massive boobs. No, I promise she'll still be really head-patable. I found an artist whose style is very cute and I feel like it'll fit Chio a lot. I'm very excited to see it. Yeah. You're probably gonna have a couple of aunties say that, but you've been very transparent about it. Yeah, I'm trying to be very transparent because it was a lot of money that everybody gave me, so I want to be as transparent as I can. I still do want to have some element of surprise in there, so like I don't want to say like, oh, who is the artist, and like who's the rigger going to be, and I want some element of surprise there too. But I'm trying to be as transparent as I can about stuff just because, like, I wouldn't want everybody sitting, waiting in limbo, just wondering when there's this amount of money on the table. Like, that'd be horrible. And I also just want to, like, say thank you and just be transparent with my community about what's happening, too. Yeah. So, mid-October is the current schedule. As long as nothing changes on the artist part, which I hope not, because we're already waiting a couple of months for it to even be started. So, I'm hoping everything will go smoothly. Yeah, they had told me that they already had some other work that they had recently accepted when I reached out to them, and that's why they're starting on it mid-October. They just have something else they have to work on first. But then after that, they'll be starting on it. So, I'm thinking, as long as there's no delays, the current timeline, I should have the model out by, like, mid-November. They said, like, they'd take about a month on it. So mid-November is when I should get the finished model out, and then I need to hand it to the rigger, and then it just depends on how long the rigger takes, and then if we're waiting on anything else at that point. Yeah, but I'm as transparent as I can about everything. Yeah.
Chato!
Do memberships start all over when you start up your channel again? I joined the pod jams kind of late, so I won't have the latest badge. Yeah, I think my memberships were shut down when I left. I mean, I don't know. Well, actually, I looked actually, and I think the Chio channel is still a part of the partnership program as of last time I checked, which was very recently, like in the last few weeks. I went on today and was just kind of like changing some things around, and like I think it's still a part of the partnership program. For right now. So, memberships might still be open. But I also have to wait and see, because YouTube eventually will, like, take you out of the partnership program. If you just don't be active, don't make any content for a really long time, they will eventually say, like, okay, well, you're not making enough content now to be part of the partnership program. Your channel is no longer eligible. We will give you this amount of time. If you're wanting to stay part of the partnership program, we'll give you this amount of time before we take you off. But then after that, we have to take you off. So it kind of depends. So, if Chio's channel is still part of the partnership program and memberships are still open, there's the chance that maybe before I can come back that it could be closed down. I'm not entirely sure what the exact status is, but it would depend on if I have to reopen memberships. Everyone might have to start from scratch, which I feel bad about because, like you guys, some of you guys have been here for a long time. We have had to, like, move channels a couple of times, but you've been dedicated community members for so long. I wish I could just hand you the correct, like, sub badges and stuff, right? I wish I could just hand you the correct sub badges, but yeah, I don't have that power. If we have to, like, start them over again, that's just kind of how it is, Chris, they're giving Tapo for 1 month. We need a fundraiser for Chio's Loaded Fries. That would be funded in like 2 seconds because it doesn't take that long. It doesn't take that much money for Loaded Fries. I'm Paladin, thank you for Tapo for 1 month. She's cooking some good stuff, everyone. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying my very best to make the Chio comeback be like the best that we can make it. I really want to make it hype and cool and polished. And stuff like that, whoops. That's a tool color wheel. Yeah, good art can never be rushed. We can wait for Cheeto's model however long it takes. Yeah, and honestly, this is a very good timeline for getting a model. It's a very, very good timeline. Because I feel pretty lucky that the artist I picked did not have a ton of work lined up. Because sometimes you're waiting like much longer than 2 months for them to start on it, you know? And then that's not counting any delays that you might see after that, right? Like, you know, maybe something happens in the middle of them working on it, or, you know, whatever. And it can always happen. So, we honestly got a really good timeline. Really, really, really good timeline for it. And I'm really looking forward to it. Jabos! Thank you, Big Jabbo, for 4 whole months. Hello! I'm super excited for small baby Cheeto. Me too! I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really excited. And we're gonna play so many interesting games and stuff on there. It's gonna be so cool. Man, I wish we could like play Dead Space on there. I guess we always could replay Dead Space again. I wanna play Dead Space 2. But what if I play Dead Space 2 on the Cheeto channel and then later people are like, but what about Dead Space 1? Cheeto? Where's Dead Space 1? But Dead Space is also such a long game. I don't know if I want to replay it just for the sake of having it on the channel. I don't know. I don't know about that. And I used to do like 8 to 10 hour streams with Dead Space as well. Like, she's so baby. She's very baby. Very baby. I love baby. I heard Rebbi's gonna bring a real dinosaur back to life and release into a city to celebrate Cheeto's return. So dedicated. Yeah, I'm gonna bring back ooh, a Stegosaurus might be cool. I was thinking what kind of dinosaur would I want to bring back. Alrighty. So we've done our 2 holiday thumbnails. Now we just need to do a Silk Song thumbnail. Well, 3 of them actually. 3 Silk Song thumbnails. And I have no idea what to make them look like because I have no idea what's going to happen in the Silk Song. So we're gonna have to look at assets and find them. Stega Steve!
Frank, thank you.
Yeah! Games? You got games on your phone, Rebbi? I do actually have games on my phone. Something people didn't like about Dark Souls 2 is that Isaac is very chatty in it, unlike the original Dark Souls 1 where he was completely silent. Yeah, really. Whoa! He felt fairly talkative in the remake for Dark Souls 1. That's Dark Souls, but not Dead Space, not Dark Souls. Sorry, I see the DS and I read it as Dark Souls every time. Dead Space, not Dark Souls. But I played the remake for Dead Space 1. And he felt fairly chatty in that one. Yeah, Dead Space, not Dark Souls. Sorry, my brain gets so accustomed to certain abbreviations that it just kind of auto-translates without me thinking about it. Like, half the time when I read, like, GF for gluten-free, I read it as girlfriend. Yes, thank you for your gluten-free, or not gluten-free, your girlfriend cake. Your girlfriend bread. This is lovely, lovely girlfriend bread. Can you have gluten-free bread though? I actually don't know. I'm not an expert on gluten-free stuff because I don't have to avoid gluten. So, oh man, these cookies are my girlfriend. Honestly, I didn't even realize that I said Dark Souls at first, and I was like, wait a minute, no. Dead Souls. Yeah. Hey Chris, thank you for the $2 super chat. Is Cheeto Home still raining? Is it flooded yet? It is still raining. Well, actually, that was one thing. I was like looking around, shopping around. I really like Cheeto's bedroom, but I was looking around to see like, can I find an artist maybe for like a new bedroom? It's not needed, but I was like shopping around to see like, can I find somebody? Because like maybe like an entirely fresh start might be really nice and stuff, you know? And unfortunately, the artists that I really wanted to commission don't have their commissions open right now. And I feel like it's so hard to find what I'm looking for on VGen nowadays. Because Because I just feel like a lot of the people on Region now are just styles that I'm not very interested in personally. So I feel like when I was shopping around for a bedroom for Chio way back when, there were so many more options on Region, but I feel like now I just don't see that many options. Like it's really hard. It's been hard. I've been like looking for some artists for a few different things, and it's been very hard to find somebody that like, you know, that can like do what I'm looking for. Yes, there is gluten-free bread. Awesome. My girlfriend bread. Let's go. Ew, girlfriend cookies has a bad ring to it. Really? This girlfriend spaghetti has a weird texture. Yeah! Tia deserves a new pad. I would love to get one. Well, I was trying to look and see, I would have loved to commission the artist who did like my current background, right? This one? They did fantastic work, but their commissions aren't open right now. They're not open! And I also tried to look for the artist who did Chio's background. Like, maybe I could just get a new one from them. But then I couldn't even find them on VTubers. I'm probably either typing in the wrong name because I know them by a couple different names, or their commissions aren't open either. I like Chio's Dino Theme Playroom. It looked really fun. Yeah, that's the other thing too, is like the bedroom does have the vibe that I'm wanting. Like, it already does have the vibe and stuff. So I'm not really sure what I would even change it to. But I just feel like a new room might be nice for like a fresh start. But I just don't know. Because I'm looking for like a specific quality level. I'm very picky about like quality. I'm looking for a specific style, quality level, like stuff like that. If they can do it animated, that'd be great. I'm also looking for like, you know, what's the price range and stuff. Cause we have $1,000 raised for part of the asset fund. And so I'm trying to divvy that out between the things that I feel like I need. And some things I actually managed to find a really good deal on. So I still have most of that money, which is great, because then if I need to spend a little extra on like a new background or like a new stinger or something, like I can do that. But even now, I've been like having trouble finding people who do like the style that I'm wanting. I'm just like, ooh. Yeah, it's really tough. I don't know how people do it anymore. Vision was like my go-to, but I feel like it's failing on me now. Okay, maybe I should look up how to night silk song press kit. Please tell me there's one. There is a press kit. Cool. Yeah, there's some screenshots here that we can use. I wonder what all this stuff is. Okay, I got one. Maybe we can use this one. I'm so excited. I can't believe it's coming out in less than a week. And if we're making multiple, maybe we can even do it in the same format actually as the other ones. Although I don't know when we're going to run into some of these. Like, some of these have like boss fights in the picture. I don't know when we're gonna run into these boss fights. Are they like early game? Are they late game? Like, what are they? I don't know. I think I bought the wrong hot dog buns. These ones are girlfriend buns. No, not you. Not the girlfriend buns for your hot dog. Yeah, we would need to make some changes. Maybe we can use the same format though. Wait, can I find can I find pictures? Can I find like an action shot of I guess there's this one, an action shot of corner. Okay, I got that too now. But I almost wonder if we should just make one. I almost wonder if we should just make one thumbnail. Should we just make one thumbnail and then reuse that? I don't like reusing thumbnails really, but I don't know how to make thumbnails for a game I've never played like that. If it's gonna be like a series and stuff. And puts the late game boss fight in the first thumbnail. That could happen because I don't know what the order is for bosses and where they are. I don't know. Imagine. Actually, haven't there been times before where I did do that with other games? I don't know. There's also this one. I found like some official art that might work. And I also have the logo here. Okay. Okay. So, I have no idea. Let's see. Okay, so here's the official art for the game. And there's probably gonna be a lot of thumbnails using this art. I feel like maybe we should do something a little bit different from the other Hollow Knight thumbnails, right? Maybe. Because like looking at the style of this one, we're gonna be binging the game within like 2 days. So we're gonna see a lot of stuff within like 2 days. And it's a 2-day binge. This one's though, like Silk Song, that's not gonna be a binge. We can like take it easy, take it slow, and really explore. So maybe having a different style will like, and there's a lot of trains going by today. Maybe having a different style would be better in that sense, you know? You use a different game, pretend it is Silk Song. No. You know, I wish I had some sort of like Hornet costume that I could wear. That'd be really cool. I'm sitting there thinking, like, should I make my hair white and my jacket red? Oh, that takes a while to do, though. If I could save that as a preset, though, that could be really, really good for a Silk Song playthrough, maybe. You stretch and warp your face over Hornets. Someone look horrified. Use a background from a different Metroidvania for each thumbnail. Nobody will notice. No! Well, oh, and I'm also really hungry too, which is not helping me. And this is not helping. It's distracting me. Yeah, we could do Rebbi. We could put a Rebbi PNG in there. I'm just trying to decide, like, do I want to do anything special with how Rebbi looks? I don't know. Changing up the hair colors would be really annoying because I have so many hairs on my head. I have so many hairs on my head. It would take a while. Feel free to get a snack. I don't want to get a snack. No! That would ruin my fasting. No, no, no. I'm wondering, is there any sort of like costume that I can like do? Maybe there's like assets that I can hold. I don't know if there's any Hornet assets though. Like if I find like a picture of like her needle or something, I don't know if stuff like that is out yet. Yeah, I don't really see. I don't really see anything like that. Although I did just find. Oh, it's an ABIF file. Why is it an ABIF file? I hate you. Okay, I guess I will be taking a screenshot of it then. Is there a resolution? Hang on, I have to move my phone. There was a resolution size. Okay, cool. Okay, well, I got another picture we could maybe use as a background. Yeah, there's not a lot of assets for the game. So, I should probably just put like a PNG in there or something. And we'll have like a more simple style thumbnail. It feels so like effortless in comparison to like my previous Hollow Knight thumbnails. We did more work and it's like, you know a chill thumbnail. I know, it's so hard to make thumbnails for a game you haven't played, it's not out yet, and you can't really get a lot of information on it. Come on, baby, it's a foolproof plan, especially if you start using games from the NES and SNES, nobody will suspect them, Pixel! No! Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'm thinking let's get like a PNG. I might use my other hair maybe. I like my other hair. Okay, cool. Okay. Oh, like one where I'm like looking away to the side and like more to the side. Yeah, that could work. That could work. Yeah, the braids! My braid hairstyle. It's one of my favorites. But I think actually it is my favorite hairstyle. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, we could do this. It's not bad. It stands out. It tells you what the game is. You can clearly see that there's Rebbi in it. It's not bad. It just feels so low effort compared to my other thumbnail. Look at the difference between this one and this one. Although this is not a bad thumbnail, I'm just griping about how little work I put into it. Excited to get your little bottom me for one. Ah! She's stabbing my head! Ah! wait. She's stabbing my head! If I knew how to draw blood drops better, maybe if I just make the brush size a little bit smaller. Oh, that's gore. That's gore on my ocean. And it doesn't really stand out a lot though. I mean, should it be like a slightly different shade? Well, that makes it stand out even less. I don't usually do anything with blood in it. Am I even getting the right color? I guess that's fine, right? Just like a casual little joke in there. I can't believe Rebbi Rompin fucking died. No, she's still alive. She's not dead yet. I wish I could do something to make it stand out more though, because that's a really funny joke. Wait, what if Rebbi just like, over the course of the thumbnails, Rebbi just progressively gets more dead? From being stabbed in the head. That's a really funny idea. I wish I could exaggerate it more though. You don't really see it at all when it's like zoomed out, right? When you get closer, you Oh. Actually, wait, I'm really using the right color. Actually, I feel like this is enough, honestly. I don't have to sell the joke. Yeah, there we go. After needle coming out the other side of her head. Oh, that would require some more doctoring. I don't really want to doctor photos for too much right now. Rebbi isn't dead, but she'll never be the same. Yeah! Yeah! No, honestly, I think this is fine for the thumbnail. This is fine, this is fine. Okay. Silk song. Cool. We have our first silk song thumbnail. Awesome! Now we just need 2 more. Okay, what if we just simply swap out the Rebbi PNG with more Rebbi PNGs? Okay, so what if Okay, wait, I'll do a different face, okay? I'm packing! And then I did one more. I don't know, how many streams do you think it'll take for me to like get through it? Okay, well, I'm like looking progressively more dead over time. I got it. No, that's not dead enough. No, that's not concerned enough. What if I put like that? The shade over my eyes, maybe? I don't know what to do with this expression. Like, I'm thinking, I'm trying to think like a realization setting in concerned expression. Yeah, that'll work. Cool. That means we're almost done. Yeah. Which is probably good because I'm only giving myself like 1 day off this week, which I'm still working that day, so it's not really a day off. Okay, cool. The Hollow Knight Silksong series is just Hornet stabbing the frick out of Rebbi's head. Here we go, here's the last one. Okay, and then if I need a fourth one, I'll just make it so she's like super extra dead. I'm so glad I brought up the lobotomy. Yeah, they're still kind of low effort thumbnails, sort of, but they look good. They're effective, and now there's like a funny joke across all of them. It makes me like them a little bit more. Yeah. I like that one. Not my Rompin. Yeah. And with that, we're all done. I don't have the view of all of them open because I only have 2 project files open, so we kind of reuse the same project files for them. But we are all done with the thumbnails now. Yeah. I do wish I had some better ideas for that one, but like, it's so hard to make thumbnails for games that you just don't know what's gonna happen in them. Yeah, honestly, it makes me wish I was more interested in drawing, because I could probably draw some good ideas. Maybe I should learn how to draw. You know, maybe I'm not very interested, but maybe I should learn how to draw. And then I just like find like a style where I can draw Rebbi/Chio like fairly easily and simply enough that it's easy enough to do for thumbnails, but not so crazy that like not so simple that like, you know, like you can tell what it is and stuff, right? If that makes sense. I don't know, I feel like I'm struggling to put my thoughts into words, but yeah, we're all done. Yeah, this is how Chio comes back to life. You know, this is true. It does make me wonder. Like, what was I saying? I forgot. It does make me wonder how much playtime we'll get out of Silksong and how close to the Chio revival will actually come. That's what I was going to say. I got distracted though. Yeah, I've been thinking about it more, and like, I still don't know when exactly this would be because I don't have like a date for the Chia revival just yet. But I do think like maybe like a break leading up to it would maybe be good. Like some time period between Rebbi going into hibernation and then Chio coming out and being back, maybe. Yeah, digital drawing is really fun, especially if you get a pad with a screen. Yeah, I have one. I make my thumbnails on it all the time. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm not super interested in drawing because I can't draw to the ability I really want to, but then I'm not interested enough to practice and really learn like I can with some other skills that I'm more interested in. So it just results in me never practicing and never getting any better. Yeah. It can make fun memories, plus the app streams, learning how to draw styles you can use. Maybe. I feel like I'd be really frustrated though, because that's usually my experience is I'll sit down, I'll find a style I want to try to learn from, I'll start trying to draw in it, and it's not what I want it to be, and then I get frustrated. So I don't know, maybe we can have it on stream though, maybe we can have like some drawing, learning streams and stuff, you know? I still really like the little hand-drawn TV you use for the old Thief Sim thumbnails. Yeah, that's a classic! You know, I almost did put Thief Sim on the schedule for this week. I was going to, but then I remembered like, well, this is Hollow Knight release week! Yeah! And that's the reason the VSMP is not on the schedule either. But I do want to finish Thief Sim 2. I do want to, what was I saying? I forgot. Oh, I do want to do more VSMP stuff as well. I wanna do a lot. Like this might be good to get us through to like the Cheetah debut. Howdy, Rebbi. Hi, Wonder. How you doing? Cheetah silhouette is pretty standout. Luckily, shouldn't lose much with simplification. This is true. I think for me though, like I'm pretty weird about stuff being like accurate, so I'll sit down with the intention to simplify her, and then I know I'm gonna get bothered by the fact that like, oh, this detail is missing, or you didn't draw this part, you forgot it, it's not there, it's not accurate. That's what my brain does. So like simplifying is kind of tough, but I do want to learn how to draw. I think that would be very helpful and very nice. And I can post more drawings and stuff too. Because sometimes I go so long without posting anything on Twitter, and it's like, I'm just not sure what to like post. I don't often have a ton going on, you know? Although I do have some things that I should like prepare to announce and stuff. I do have some things, so I'll probably get started working on that once we're done with the stream. But I'll probably go in a few minutes here because we're almost done and we're having so many streams this week. I probably should not push myself to yap too much for this stream. So I'll probably go and head out in just a few minutes here. But I really appreciate all of you guys, like the fantastic ideas that you had for the thumbnails this time around. Thank you so much. Slap your face on a stick, man. Perfectly simplified. Wait, that reminds me of like that like, was it like drawing or a short? I don't know. I found this art in my camera roll not that long ago. Oh, did I delete it? Is it still here? I have to see if I can find it. I found it in my photos recently. And I was just like, I remember this, but I don't remember what it's from. Can I find it? Is it in here? It was like a stick figure drawing of Chia with a giant penis. And I was like, what did I make this for again? I can't remember. I think it was like a video I posted on Twitter. But now I can't remember where was that? I don't remember. Wait, I have like a really small chill memes folder in here. What the heck? That's not what I'm looking for though. I just have this making that in the new lore video. No! I don't know where it went. I saw it recently. Maybe it's on my phone? It could be on my phone, maybe. Maybe it's not even on my PC. I swear though, I saw it recently. And now I don't know where it is. It's just gone now. Oh wow, there's another train coming. Jeez, there's a lot of trains today. Yeah, I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is, but I saw that recently and I was just like, what the heck? Rebbi's raging rumble. Yeah. You definitely have to decide which pins and bandits are most important. Yeah, she has so many details on her. It's like, how do you decide what to draw? But yeah. Woo. Yeah, choo-choo. One last choo-choo saying goodbye before we head off. I probably will go ahead and head off here. I think it's a good time to end off. We got the thumbnails made. I'm super excited for the thumbnails, the streams and stuff to happen. And I don't want to push myself too much. Oh, you know another thing? I should ask Skiddo about continuing our Sons of the Forest playthrough. Yeah. Which I might look up like some guidance or something to help us, because we haven't really done much in the last 2 streams. but I have fun anyway. I have fun playing with her and stuff. Maybe we just need like a more hidden fortress. Our fort being in a big open beach clearing maybe is not the smartest move. Maybe something like in the trees or something. I would like a tree fort. A tree fort. That sounds fun. I wish I could just go on in my spare time and start grinding for materials and build a fort on my own, but she's the one hosting the game. So I don't think I can do that. It sucks too because I was gonna host the game, but it wouldn't let us both join in for some reason. Like, she had to host it, and that was the only way we could get it to work. I was like, But that's another thing we could continue as well, which I would love to do that some more if she's down for it. Yeah, tree fort. For a tree frog. I do like trees. They are pretty cool. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I don't want to push myself too much. We have a lot of streams happening this week. So, yeah, I should definitely rest when I can. Thank you everybody for coming. Thank you for helping with your great thumbnail ideas. And I guess I'll see you tomorrow because we're streaming Hollow Knight tomorrow. We are. I'm really excited. Yeah. So I will see you guys then. Thank you for coming, everybody. See you later. Bye bye.